everyone. This is Toni Vanschoyck. Welcome to our Lunch and Learn. We do this every week, Tuesday, noon. Be here because showing up is glowing up. I was trying to think of something witty to say and nothing was coming to mind. So you guys, I actually curated this training. This was probably 8 or 9 months ago, and I thought it was really great to revisit. We're all in a different space in our life. And I really feel like, especially training, you can really, reuse them and add to them as, we bring on more technology and we have different tools and whatnot to use. So I just want to share this with you today. This is basically your 90-day plan. And if you know anything about network marketing in this industry, is that a 90-day plan, it really is based on what you did 30, 60, 90 days ago. So you want to work in 90-day increments, right? From, we gave you tangibles, we've done the social media training, we've done the training on how to do reach outs and what to say and how to handle objections. But this is basically taking you, let's say, and everybody on the first of every month, you're brand new. Okay. Actually, every Monday you wake up, it's a brand new week, right? Every day that you wake up, it's a brand new day. So you always have opportunities to grow your business. And so you guys, so I will tell you something that I have noticed. I have not been doing my 10 before 10 reach outs. And this month has been a little bit slower for me in the beginning. So I'm recommitting to doing that, whether it's follow up, whether you're checking in, whether, you're asking someone to look at your opportunity or your products. I think that that's a really good rule of thumb, is that you incorporate that into your morning routine, regardless of how early it is. And no matter where people are in the world, you work in the time blocks that make sense for you. Okay. So I want to start this. What is a 90-day plan? Okay. This basically is a commitment to realize well-defined goals and objectives in a specific time frame. Okay. This plan has got to identify precise goals as well as having an end date. Dates are really important on your goals. Okay. You have to include some sort of work schedule. You guys, you're all entrepreneurs. I highly encourage you to treat this business like you invested $1 million in it, because that's going to be your ROI. Now, right now, I know that some people, they don't have that vision. They don't have that goal. And that's great. But whatever that means to you, you still have to have specific times that you're working your business in order for you to either get your products paid for you to just, have some extra money to buy groceries, and, dedicated time that you're going to work your business. This is why power hours are so important. I'm telling you guys right now, if you could do 3 power hours a week, you would not recognize your business in 30 days. Okay. So you set up intentional and concrete actions, what I just say, and you include creation of tracking tools to help analyze the impact of your actions. Okay. There's a lot of tracking tools that you can use. I highly, and again, I am so adamant about this, and Vail will tell you the same thing, because we've been using the same CRM for a long time. It really does make a difference in your business. And you can use it for multiple business, which is really cool. So your mission and vision is really what it's curated to, is what is your mission for Amare? What is, and again, you guys, I did take it down. I had mine up for 2 or 3 years. I'm tweaking it. It's going to be back up, but you've got to have a mission and core values of what you're doing. So, I am part of Arate, which is Andy Frisella and Ann Violet's mastermind group. And they tell you, have your mission statement and your core values where people can see them, so that you can identify exactly what you know to be expected. Now, that's going to be different for everybody, right? It's going to matter what speaks to you. And I always say your core values should be 3 to 5 things that are non-negotiable for you. And for a lot of us, that's, faith, family, fitness, freedom, finances. Those are my core pillars and my core values. So, I structure what I teach, coach, and train around those core values. But your mission, I actually have a whole separate training on how to do a mission statement, you guys. I'll drop the link for you guys in it. You can go watch it. It's still relevant. I did that, how to curate your mission statement, back in February. So You know, it's really important that you have a mission statement. Okay. The other thing is about Amare, understand your compensation plan. Just the basics. How do you get to the next level, right? So there's going to be a lot of people on this call that you're going to be striving for the very first time as a brand builder. That's all good. Know what you need in order to be a brand builder. And that means that you need that $1,000 worth of volume, and you have to have a personal order of at least 100 PV in for that rank advancement. And that volume can come from yourself personally, it can come from customers, or it can come from brand new business partners. Okay. So the other thing is to know your bonuses. What are the bonuses every single month? What is the power of one? What is, you know, the 3, and then the 5, and then your retention bonus. So you want to make sure that you are not leaving money on the table. And this is how you're going to teach, coach, and train your team. Don't leave money on the table, because you want all those boxes filled in when you go to log in and look at your back office, because that means that you just made an extra, you know, $750+ Okay. So how do you curate this plan? How do you build it? One, this is your why, right? Your why should make you cry. And it's really, really important that you are very clear on that. And I want you to, you know, when you're writing your why, is that, yes, put down some short-term goals, both personally, financially, professionally, but also have that bag goal, that big, hairy, audacious goal that you want to share with others, and share with those people that aren't going to be naysayers, but they're going to help you along the way, and they're going to cheer for you. And if your people aren't cheering for you, you get some new people. Okay. Plan your daily, weekly, and monthly objectives. We talked about this, right? This is why you want to plan, you know, before the first of the month, a few days prior, but you also want to be focused on, you know, working your end of the month as well. But planners and you guys, people that have goals, they achieve success 80% more than your average Joe. The other thing is too, is that you create connections daily. I just talked about the power of 10, right? 10 before 10. Use social media on a regular basis. Again, we've got phenomenal training for that. Train, coach, mentor your team. It's that 80%, 20% rule. Okay. I love, you know, Terry had messaged me earlier this morning, and Terry, I'm going to put you on the spot because I'm going to read what you said. And you guys, you know, I'm pretty much not afraid of anything. I might be, you know, there might be some fear or some nervous excitement attached to these things, but there is such an art of not giving, you know, because, with everything that has happened in our world, with, you know, with everything going on, is that I am responsible for me. I am responsible for my family. I am responsible for my success. I am responsible for how I show up and lead, right? But I love what she messaged me, and this was so sweet, and my heart was just touched. And we were talking back and forth. We went live last week. She got a lot of hits off of it. It was great. So if you guys ever want to go live, I'm down. With your help, I'm getting braver, and I want to do so much of the same, especially with our own daughters, to have a good example. My mom is 80, barely moves from the couch that she sleeps on, and it's gut wrenching to watch. Okay, this alone motivates me to keep moving with my body and mind. You guys, there is no reason that, you know, and especially as women, that we should be suffering the way that we are suffering right now. I just was talking, she was over at my house for my birthday / business launch, and she is super holistic. Like, she reminds me of me when I was a young mama, and she's having horrible postpartum. And I'm like, girl, let's get you fixed. Okay. So she's very cognizant on gut health. But, you know, the thing about it is for us to get, you know, our products into hands of people like her, we can just only help her along the way. But when you leave something like that untreated, it just gets worse and worse and worse. So it's got to be one of these things that we're focusing on. And aging is a disease, right? So what are we doing? How are we fueling ourselves to feel better? Okay. So we need to talk about this. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We have tons of tools. And also share your plan. You guys get in our chat and share what you're going for this month. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be at Leadership in Frisco in January? Okay. Do you want to get all of the bonuses and benefits to convention? Okay. So yeah, make those goals a part of what you're going to do to move your business forward. Okay. Create a challenge. You guys, maybe that challenge is doing 3 power hours a week and finding a partner. There's plenty of people that will partner with you. But also here's the other thing. You got to track. You have to track your results. This is really, really important. And the one thing that I love about a lot of our reports in our back office is they allow you to do that. So, and the other thing is too, is that you always want to strive to grow your personal business 20% every single month. 20% more of customers and brand partners, 20% more in your PV, 20% more in your overall volume, 20% more in your CV. That gives you a raise, okay? So don't underestimate what you do today, which leads into tomorrow, to next week, next month, the following month, and the month after. And then where are you going to be in a year? Where are you going to be in 5 years? Okay. Your why, and I'm going to break this down. Be clear on it. The stronger and clearer it is, the more it will guide you to your actions, vision, and your mindset. The first step is to be objective on the reason why you are building a business. Remember, guys, this isn't your mom and pop shop. This isn't, oh, my mom's home party, right? And even though a lot of our, relatives and stuff like that were, doing the Tupperware, doing the Avon, doing the Amway stuff, right? Still a lot of those companies are relevant. It just looks different now. And now we have to be more committed than ever, especially you guys at this time with everything that's going on. This is one thing that you can control. Okay. From here, you can align your objectives with the reason why you are doing it. Your reasons have to be super strong. The more your why is precise and clear, the easier it will be to realign yourself in the face of obstacles and periods of slowness. It will help you prioritize your time and your focus. Plus, also focus on what you're good at, right? What are you competent in? And Jill, I could use you as an example. You are a horse girl. I see you talking about your horses on social media, right? I love talking about, our rights and our freedoms and stuff like that, because I'm very passionate about it. But you've got to talk about more, and, of course, overall holistic health, which I've been, talking about for the last 20 years. But the best part is that, talk about those things that matter to you, because those are the people that that in your audience that will gravitate towards you. I don't give a shit how many followers you have on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or anything like that. What you have to do is just continually show up. And I can use amazing people, Rachel Roth, Katie Weaver, right? They had no following on social media, and now they're out there crushing it. So just 2 examples that you can go check out. Okay. SMART goals. We've all heard this before, right? So SMART goals, remember that they are specific, clear, measurable, detailed. Okay. M is for measurable, actions versus results. A is for achievable. Okay. Achievable has got to be action oriented. You can't attach emotions to it. Realistic, but also ambitious, right? So I always say, if that goal feels comfortable, or maybe it makes you a little bit nervous, excited, what's the next goal that's going to scare the shit out of you? Period. Okay. This also must reflect what you're competent in and also your resources. Timely. I cannot tell you how important it is to set a deadline. And that final date to accomplish your goals. And a goal without a deadline is simply a dream when you're fully awake. When you actually put an action plan to your dream, I've said this for years, they become dream goals. One word. I'm going to create my own Webster's dictionary. Okay. So for example, let's say, and everybody's goals should be to get to silver because you can sign up a significant other at silver. Okay. Whether it is a family member, whether it is a boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, you can do that and still live under the same roof. So what is that? That goal for silver is $5,000 in personal volume, right? You're going to have 2 brand builders that are running with you, and you have $5,000 in total volume. So if one brand builder is bringing in 1,000, another one is bringing in 1,000, look, you're already 33% there, right? Even a little bit more. So the other thing is too, and you guys, and I'm going to do training on this later on this month, is that you have to have a cadence of events, right? This is why we do a call every Monday night you can invite potentials to. It may not just be focused on the business opportunity, but you're going to get amazing training and education. So like next Monday, you guys, if you didn't listen to the last 2 podcasts I did with guest Farmer Alex, that was on the Monday prior to yesterday, and then Abby Ballard is going to be our guest next Monday night. She is freaking amazing. We sat on the phone and talked for 2 hours. It was awesome. So she's just a wealth of information. But, you know, again, what does that look like? And then you guys need to have a face-to-face business event. We are doing one as soon as I nail Naomi down. We are putting a date on the calendar for this month. I usually have it before then. We just were challenged with a lot of things at end of month. So, you know, have a standing event. You already have 4 on your calendar every Monday night. Okay. Sometimes 5, depending on how many Mondays they are in a month. So you have, for your business, for your family, do you have dedicated family time? We eat dinner together every night. We're not traveling. We eat dinner every night. Okay. You can also, you know what, if you need to schedule it, fit it into your schedule. Your health. This is a non-negotiable, especially right now, you guys, you know, we're on this, you know, gut health, brain health journey. And so now more than ever, because, you know, a lot of you guys that are going to be listening to this, you've already seen the results of what the products have done for you, of a family member, of a child. But the best part is that you can capitalize, not just taking Amari products, you can get out there and you can exercise, you know, because your inflammation has been reduced. You're feeling better. You're eating better food. This was the whole course. And, you know, kind of like one of the overarching things that Dr. Talbot said is that, you know, once you start feeling better, you start doing better things for yourself. Add a workout time and stick to it. Have stickiness. Okay. The other thing that I want to talk about is your schedule. Are you building this business on a full-time or a part-time basis? That's fine. If you're doing it part-time, I'm going to tell you 1 power hour a week, you will be able to add an extra $500 a month to your bottom line. Okay. So you think about this, for every power hour, you could potentially add another $500. Are you intentional with your time? This is why power hours work. How many hours a day or week can you spend on your business without neglecting other commitments? And then what are the hours dedicated to your family and personal me time? Self-worth, self-love, number 1. You can't pour from an empty cup. Okay. And the other thing is, what are the tools that you use to stay organized? You guys, I made a folder. I've got tabs in it. It's just how and I never was a folder girl, but because I want to keep track of my power hours, once I get them to, you know, that I've sent them an email, or, you know, they've become a customer or a brand partner, they automatically go into my nurture campaign, no matter what. So there's, you know, nurture campaigns for potential prospects, because I'm not discounting a brand partner versus a customer, right? They're synonymous. It's their decision which way they come in. And then also to at least, you know, a text message campaign every couple of months. But, you know, with anything, text message campaigns are going to run you more money. There's a lot of platforms that have free email. So I'm emailing all the time. There is still, okay, who posted this the other day? He does a lot. He gets a lot of business from his email. I have to think about who it is. He said you could potentially be 1 email away from a multi-million-dollar brand partner or customer. Okay. So organization is a big deal. Okay. Here's some tips. every Sunday, plan your week, taking into consideration your job, your family and friends, your significant other, your physical wellness, and personal development. Okay. The other thing, you can also do, versus a power hour. If you can't find an hour of time, chunk it up into 15 minutes. Okay. And then also too, here's what I do. Every morning I get up, I've got my notebook, right? I've got my notebook and I'm going to write the top 3 things that I need to do. And they're crucial things that have to get done. Okay. Those three things have to get done before I go on with anything else. And then I can also have a couple of other things on my to-do list. And if I don't get those done, then they go on to the next day. But at least I got 3 things done. Please don't make a to-do list that's like this, you guys. Keep it concise. You're never going to get everything done in one day, but you can be proud of yourself for getting the top 3 things done and make those the hard ones that you're putting first. Have your toolbox prepared. I see some of you have been handing out samples. You can order the envelopes in bulk. But all of the single servings, those are all things that you can share. Just remember, we have a 90-day money-back policy. Okay. Toolbox, again, we've already talked about that. Find a contact management tool. Download your favorite digital tools. Here's the only thing I use outside of my CRM is Canva. That's it. Nothing else. So Canva is great. You can make specific QR codes to events that you're doing. I highly encourage that you guys all have a QR code that you have on a kind of like, an introduction for yourself, and your email signature is another good one. But a QR code is super easy because they can just take their phone and scan it. Get familiar with your back office and your training. Okay. So I know that they're coming out with stuff, your Amare app too, and also our boards. And then there are other team groups that you can join as well. But you guys don't get overwhelmed in the training. The training is not doing. It's the doing that's going to grow your paycheck, right? You just have to have some basic information. Okay. Add upcoming events to your agenda. Always be out there sharing. For example, you guys, yesterday I created 4 events for our call on Monday night. It's because I have different groups and I want to make it public. I want people to see what we're doing, what we're talking about. And the last thing is participation in team calls as well as Amare corporate calls. Okay. Really, really important. Okay. Now we're in the preparation stage. Be ready. Be ready. Okay. 1, to commit to yourself. 2, you are going to have to make sacrifices. 3, to master, respect, and manage your time. Okay. This whole thing with life balance, guys, throw that out the window. When you are prioritizing what matters to you most, that is not going to matter. Okay. Be ready also to negotiation. Yes. And you have somebody that's looking at becoming a customer, or they're looking at becoming a brand partner. You have to master the art of negotiation. That's a whole nother training topic. As a matter of fact, that will be part of one of my new courses. I've got a really good training on that, for, the instructor platform. Eliminate distractions. So you guys see, okay, my phone is turned over. I'm not looking at it, but I am looking at my notes so I can share with you, right? So be present. Take massive action in all aspects. Focus on your IPAs, which is my favorite. You guys all have the link to the onboarding. Okay. Develop a sense of urgency. Treat every day like it's end of month. Okay. So for duplication, and you guys, I know I'm not duplicatable. I don't want to be duplicatable. Y'all aren't Toni. Y'all aren't Jill. Y'all aren't Shandy or Terry or anybody else, Marie or Coco on this call. You guys are you. Okay. You guys have different lives. We have different experiences, but okay, just keeping some basics and developing your DMOs, your daily method of operations. That's what's going to make you duplicable. And also showing people how simple that can be. Look, you can spend, if you spend 15 minutes a day in income producing activity 7 days a week, you have just added, what is that? 7 times 15 is 95 minutes. I'm doing math in my head. Don't ask me. 95 minutes a week. That's an hour and a half. How do you think that's going to look if you're being productive? Okay. And also too, just remember is that personality types, they're different, but you need to listen to them to find out how you can position a conversation depending on what matters most to them. Okay, you guys, I got a couple more slides. I know this is going a little bit long, but it's really important. Okay, income producing activities. I just want to break this down right now. And these are actions, okay? Onboarding of new partners and customers, okay? Follow up with existing, okay? Follow up with potential prospects. Plan events and invite your contacts. You guys, I've made it so super simple. Team actions, okay? To collectively onboarding new brand partners. Introducing yourself to your new brand partners on your team. Here's the other thing I don't like, okay? If we're all collectively working here together, okay? So I've had this happen before. You have somebody that comes on board and they're like, don't talk to my team. That's not really in the essence of being a team player, because you never know what skill set certain people can bring to the table. And I think that's really important. It could be somebody totally brand new and they have this brilliant idea that could help our entire team. Okay. There is a thing about locking arms with each other and focusing on your strengths, right? Commit yourself with emerging leaders. Definitely recognize rank advancements. And you can also create chat groups for various ranks. I foresee this happening here in the future. I do have a separate chat for silvers and above that are in one of my chats. But you guys, this is about us taking ideas that we have that's in that group chat with about 80 people. I know it's busy in there, but you know what? There's some really great ideas. And then also too, you can go to the top of the toolbar and you should be able to see links and other things that we've shared. And it's also on boards. So make sure that you are looking at boards because they update those frequently. Okay. One of the other things that I want to talk about, daily follow-ups. Okay. Make sure that you are following up on birthdays, sales, and you guys, free shipping. And they also get free product every single month. So make sure that you're sharing those thresholds. I loved it because I actually bumped up an order for another $50 because she refuses to pay shipping. I was like, rock on, sister. This product will be great. We ended up getting, I think it was the Menta Heart. And, because she had talked about some circulation issues that, sometimes her blood pressure runs a little bit high. And I'm like, try the Menta Heart. Totally love it. Okay. Yes. Okay. Follow up. I'm going to tell you this right now. Okay. And I'm checking out, automated chat responses, which I hate using. But right now on Instagram, if you don't respond on a comment within 5 to 8 seconds, they bury your algorithm. So I'm working with that right now to see what's, out there. I highly encourage that you guys get some sort of link, and a lot of them are free to put in there for various different things that you're doing. I'm about to add, because, now that I'm so close, I have like 20 minutes left to finishing, and I'm sorry, I'm getting hot, you guys, because now I'm chatting and I'm just going to town. But talking about, the certification, and I'm going to create a whole coaching platform with the mental wellness certification. So, that's just something else that you can add to your repertoire. But make sure that you are really, on top of your social media comments. And also, you guys, it doesn't hurt to help. Look who your top fans are. Like, if it's somebody that's watching you and they're a top fan and you haven't talked to them about Amare yet, you got some work to do. Okay. Three-way connection calls, three-way Zooms. I just talked about, talking about your algorithm. And you guys, your algorithm comes from, several different things. Right now, reels are really good. Stories, not so much. Okay. I'm going to go live right after this. I'm going to be talking about, I had some crucial conversations the last couple of days. So I'm going to go and I'm going to share you and I. Okay. I've never believed since I was in my late 20s of having a job ever again. And I know that some of you do, which is fine, right? It's a means to an end, but a job is never going to guarantee you anything. I had 3 conversations over the last 2 days with women about this. One woman is in her mid 50s, guys. Man, oh man. Anyways, so follow new people, comment on groups, comment on, things that you find inspiring on social media. Initiate 2 to 3 new conversations a day, just on the business opportunity alone, and 2 to 3 new conversations a day on products. This is where your power hour comes in and you do the ask and the follow-up. Okay. Boost your plan. You guys, I'm so close to being done. I got about 2 more. I got 2 more short pages. Developing a strong personal brand. You are not an MRE rep. You are Jill the horse girl. You are Terry talking about, raising grandkids, right? You talking about different things. You are your own unique brand. Brand yourself. Amare just happens to be a small part of that brand. It's why I still have purple hair. All of my branding is done in purple. It's why I have the purple suit. It's what I'm wearing when I do the training at the end of this month, because purple is my color, right? So you think about, a lot of people that have branded colors. What color speaks to your soul? Like Terry, I see you all the time with your pink flowers and everything in the background. My girlfriend, I was on a mastermind call yesterday, and apparently there's this new really cool wallpaper company and they use all these really cool colors. So she was showing us her new office and her new kitchen that was decorated with all these flowers, right? The colors are phenomenal. So, that's part of your branding, but what's your story? It's going to go back and it's going to speak to your mission and your core values. That's all about branding. Okay. Attend local networking events and collaborate with other businesses. This is really good. Like if you can go set up a table anywhere, a lot of gyms allow you to come in and do it. Sometimes they'll have like something at a doctor's office or a chiropractor's office. I got asked to do, put up a table for, they own and they manage a lot of senior citizen homes here in the area. So I was asked to do that from one of my contacts. So, that's another thing. The other thing is doing a virtual event, which again, we have every Monday, but you can do your own. And then also to work with those that are already doing the work. You don't want to drag somebody across the finish line. And the other thing is share your story. And the best part is offer free consultations. Okay. You guys don't have to have an acronym or a certification or anything like that. You just have to have some basic fundamental knowledge. I know this is a lot. Almost done. Okay. Really important to plan launch events for your new brand partners. You guys, if you have a strong customer base, have a VIP appreciation thing. So, just tell them how important they are for you. Send handwritten notes. Share other people that are a part of your team, their success stories. Go live with them. Share your clients' testimonials. I've been really good at doing that. It's brought a lot of people into my personal business. Have a social media content calendar. Okay, you guys, there's a lot of platforms. They have that for free. Okay, celebrate the small victories as much as the big ones. If you got a new conversation and somebody's open up, that is a That is celebratory. Put it in our chat, write it down, celebrate the small things. You had somebody, they went in and they loved a product so much that they tried something else. That's a win. Celebrate it. You rank advanced. Somebody on your team rank advanced. Celebrate it. Okay. And lastly, okay, daily tracking is really important. You can spend 10 minutes a day doing that. Okay. And then also you want to make sure that you're tracking your daily, weekly, and monthly. You guys, I go in and I write down my numbers every day. How much did we grow? What did we do? Where is there opportunities? Now also too, you'll see at when you're looking at, I think it's the compensation page, and at the bottom, they'll tell you who disabled their subscribe and save or who canceled orders. I want to find out why, right? If they're canceling, you better question your follow-up. Okay. Okay. The other thing is, how are you actually measuring your KPIs, your actions, and then your conversions and leading to results? So you want to make sure that you're tracking that as well. So throughout all of this, I think I have 570 unique emails that I got from all of my social media from when we were talking about everything that we're doing. So now all of those people, they're a part of my text message and my email campaigns, and I'm sending out weekly emails. So some of you might be on there. All right. So you guys, I just explained to you in 37 minutes how you can build a multi-billion-dollar business. If you guys can take this and really adopt this, okay? It doesn't have to be all right now, but if you just have this and you have something that you print off just every single week and just say, okay, I did this, have your power hours right along with you. I did this. There is a Harvard study. I got to think who did this. Was it Sean Aker? Did a Harvard study, okay? And these have been multiple studies that have been done over time, and it's the same flipping result, is that when you write it down, 80% of it happens, right? So even if that goes down to like your why, your goal, what do you want to do? Every beginning of the month, I make new little sticky notes of the goals that I want to have. They're on my bathroom doors. They're on my computer screen. I've got my little Post-its on here. So I see it. So that goes up here to open up your mind, and it opens up that field of energy to make things possible, right? So we have all of the power that we have to make things possible. So that's kind of what I wanted to share. I know that it went a little bit longer than I normally do, but I would love to hear some feedback.
Toni, I think that was great. I think so many times people just get lost of where do I start? And it just really breaks it down. Did you say you had a worksheet for this?
I'm going to create a worksheet. So I actually, I did this training 7 or 8 months ago, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we need a worksheet for this. It would be great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rebrand everything. I'm going to put our stuff on there, and then I'll have a worksheet done. Hopefully I'll have it to you today, no later than tomorrow. So I think it's so important to help people get started in getting them kicked off, along with, starting your month out strong as well.
We should definitely create an onboarding file in our Google Drive.
I would 100% agree. Okay. Awesome suggestions. Thanks, Jen. I'm writing these down.
Speaking of onboarding, so I know you have all the links posted for onboarding on one of the pages, but what about onboarding customers? I'm not sure about how to do that.
Me.
Yes, go, Jen.
This is where boards comes in so handy. Sorry, let me send that to voicemail. This is where boards comes in so handy, and we talk about the plug and play system. If you go into that board and click on the customer file, the first one on the top left is the first thing that you should send. It's going to have directions. It's going to have what to expect. It's going to have a couple of videos from Dr. Sean. And if you continue in that customer file, you will still see things that you can send them to onboard. We don't need to reinvent the wheel here, and it is amazing. The more you guys get used to using boards, the better. Because truly, like 99% of info you need, it's in there. It's already done, even for new brand partners.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yep, you bet. I'm just going through the comments. Coco, the boards are listed in all of the pinned posts in the group on Facebook, and it's also in the WhatsApp chat.
You guys, boards is my jam. It's the first thing that really after products that really was like, this is amazing. Get in there if you're not familiar with it.
Okay.
As far as a CRM goes, okay, you guys, you know, if you're just starting out in your business, or if you have multiple businesses, that's going to be a different conversation. But right now, when you're growing your business right now, I would just, you know, keep track of it in either an Excel or Google Doc. And then once your business becomes more robust, then I would check into CRM platforms. I use specifically the one that I helped Kelly and Nikki develop back in the day, like 5 years ago. I am still to this day using that GHL platform. And I know Jen Vale has been using it as well for quite a while. So, and we have specific campaigns that are built for network marketers as well.
Perfect.
Let me just see here. Purple is the best. So, and you guys, again, I know that I went through that fairly fast. If you need to slow it down, of course, when I get this training up to YouTube, you can do that. You can pause, you can go back with the notes, but I'll have the supplemental materials out to you shortly. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Any other shares? Any other words of wisdom or advice?
I have to say, I just watched your podcast last night with Dr. what's her name?
Dr. Ballard.
Oh my goodness. I was just like, I love her. Yeah. Love her.
Maybe.
Where is she located?
She's in Podunk shithole, Illinois. It's like literally, you guys. So you guys,
a state of.
Yeah. So if you guys remember Maggie Daniel, it's her sister. So they live like literally when I go to see them, I have to fly into St. Louis and then drive 2 hours north. So it's really a small town, but she's got the courses that she's doing. I gave her some advice on how to get more people to see that, but more people need to hear from her. Who knows? Maybe we can make her our mascot.
She was so full of fantastic information and so relatable, like just a personable person. And how she says that her sisters or family says she's not social media type. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. So if you guys can be on the call next Monday, make sure that you tell her this, because I told her the same thing. She's very well spoken. She knows her material, and she is a gift to the industry and what she's teaching, coaching, and sharing with people. Because I mean, it's like my chiropractor, right? So she's a chiropractor. You guys, I'm just going to stop this because I'm not going to include this in the training.